Alright guys, here is what I use to wash my hair with. I use Coloresse Volumizing Shampoo, and I condition with Miracle 7 Silk Conditioner. So here's the colors I'm using: Cotton Candy Pink by Manic Panic and Atomic Turquoise by Manic Panic. I'm also using Hot Pink, and I have Bad Boy Blue on hand in case I need it. I'm using a mixing bowl, 2 tint brushes, 2 cup measuring cup, rat tail comb, processing caps, clips, hair ties, big clip, hair brush, conditioner, any kind will do fine, bobby clips. And while I am separating my bangs and doing things, I will tell you how I got that little purple tint over there to the right, if you have noticed it. When I rinsed out my bleach, if you have watched my bleach video, you can see that it still looks a little bit brassy, a little bit yellow, a little bit orangey, blah 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 blah, and that I may not look a little bit happy. So we all know, if you have bleached your hair before, that you can tone it with a purple toner. Now they sell purple shampoos, they sell purple toning kits and things like that. You can also make your own purple toner by using a purple dye and lots of conditioner, or mixing blue and pink and lots of conditioner. Now be careful, because if you don't do it right, like I did not, and use too less conditioner, if that made any sense, I don't think I said that right, you will dye your hair a little bit of a lilac. And that's even with scrubbing it out. You may dye it silver, you may dye it lilac, you may dye it gray, you may dye it full-blown purple. So be careful. I do recommend just going ahead and doing a toner if you're really that unhappy with it. So here we go with the turquoise. I am just adding it in with a rat tail comb to see what colors I like, and then I just go ahead and full-blown add in all that I'm gonna need for my whole head, and just mix in whatever conditioner you like. And once again, I'm using the slanted tint brush. So that is what we're doing. Unfortunately, there may not be any M&M in this video. There was in that bleaching video, so you guys should go check that out if you love M&M like I do. I'll try to add some in the background though. So I'm sectioning off my hair for what I want to be pink and what I want to be turquoise. So what I'm tying up is what I'm going to leave pink. Or not leave pink, but dye pink. And now I'm tying up the turquoise so that I can work on the fringe here. And yes, I cut my own hair, I dye my own hair, I do everything to my own hair. I take very good care of my hair. It may look a little bit frizzy and such right now because I did just bleach it. I did not do the hot oil treatment because I did not feel like sitting there and waiting on it to process and do all of that, because I knew I was going to be doing the coloring. But I did do the deep conditioner, and I know that I told you guys not to do the conditioner in the bleach bath because it makes it more susceptible or non-susceptible to taking in the color as well, but it does seem that for me it took in my color pretty well. I'm not sure if it's because it's such bright colors, or I'm not sure, but I just deep conditioned. I didn't do hot oil, but I do recommend the hot oil. And you just heat it up in the microwave. If you have coconut oil, it's going to be a thick kind of like a wax. So you're going to want to heat it up over boiling water in an aluminum metal pan of some sort that you know is heat safe. And make sure it's not scalding hot because you don't want to burn your head, but you're going to want to, you know, dump it all over your head, put on a processing cap and things like that. Normal things, normal coloring, processing, girly things. Alright, so now I am tying up alright, now I've got everything tied up that I want to be pink, it looks like. And once again, I recommend getting the little, I call them shower caps for your ears if you have fresh piercings or if you have fresh stretchings like I do, or saran wrap them. But I didn't feel like it because the saran wrap just gets on my nerves, and I didn't feel like buying this little shower caps. I believe they sell them at Sally's, but if not, I'm sure you can get them on eBay or at another beauty supply store somewhere to protect your ears, but it didn't seem to bother mine. I guess it just depends on how fresh your stretches or piercings are. So yeah. So we're just doing the turquoise here on the right side of my head. Well, technically it's the left side, but for you guys it looks like the right side of my head. And once again, just like with the bleach, you know, make sure that you pull your hair apart and get it all coated. And I'm not using a tint brush here because I want to use, yep, I licked that towel. Don't worry, it was clean. I licked it because I literally had a piece of hair in my mouth and I could not get it freaking out. So, lick a towel when you can't get a hair out of your mouth. I'm weird. If you don't know it by now, I'm weird, so just get over it. I don't really care what you think. There's a tip for you. Just lick a towel. Alright, here I'll start off with a tint brush at the root. And then I just go on with my fingers because I'm not sure if I mentioned it. It's so late. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in my previous video. They're the best tools we have. They can get into the deepest crevices. Make sure you guys get, with whatever you do, make sure you get your sideburns and behind your ears and such, because when you want to do something great with your hair, pull it up or whatever, and you realize that you didn't pay enough attention to detail, you're really gonna be like, oh dear, I did not pay enough attention, and now I'm stuck with this little white patch or brown patch or gray patch or whatever. How am I going to cover that up? And see, now I'm eventually going to get to that middle part, and I couldn't fill with bristles on a tint brush. See, there I go with getting the middle part. And I probably wouldn't have gotten it with a tint brush. And I do eventually get that little white blonde strand of hair that's hanging down off film, because I did not realize that that I didn't have it separated on either side of my head or neck. So I eventually do get it. If it annoys you like it annoys me on film, I eventually do get it. So time to process. Alright, now the turquoise has been rinsed out and it is exactly the color that I wanted, so I'm very happy about that. A little bit of it got into the areas where I wanted the pink. As you can see, it's different colors of blue, different streaks. I like it, so we're good. So now it's time to pin up the hair, or the turquoise hair. and the sideburn, whatever we're doing here. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt so bad, you guys have no idea. Okay, pulling down the hair that we want pink. I was trying to show you guys a little bit of an orangey tint, but it ended up okay because of course we were going over it with pink, so it was going to cover it up, so no problem there. Okay. La 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 la. And there we go. And it is okay. I think we've got all the turquoise pinned up. Time for a little dance. Alright, and we're back. Now we're ready to start the pink process. Now the pinks that I'm using, or I already told you the pink that I was using. It took the entire jar of cotton candy pink for my whole head. So, yay for opening hair coloring with your teeth. But like I said, or I'm not sure if I said it, if it splatters on you sometimes. Anyways, it is all vegan, so it's all vegetable oil based, so don't worry about it. It's not bad for your hair. My hair looks frizzy. It was just bleached. So I did add some hot pink because, one, it was not going to be enough for my hair, and I knew that early on. So here I am adding some hot pink. It was gonna be too light with just the cotton candy pink. I wasn't happy with that color, so I knew that I needed to add some hot pink, and like I said, I had that left over from my sunset hair, so I was gonna go ahead and do that. So here I am applying it. I turned the light off for some reason to show you when I could have just backed up and showed you the original color. So adding the hot pink to me actually made it a cotton candy pink. So anyways, I'm applying that to my bangs. And I was literally scraping the jar for cotton candy pink because that was my main color, and I did not want to end up with ridiculously, awkwardly, too much different color pinks. I mean, it would have been pretty, but it just wasn't what I was going for. So anyways, here I am doing it on the other portions of my hair, the larger portions. And once again, pull your hair apart, make sure you're getting it in there, make sure you're rubbing it in good. As you can see, there's a little blue patch back there. It's totally fine, it all blended in well. And there's my mommy! She was there to tell me where I was not getting it. She was not there during the bleaching process, but it does help to have someone to tell you where you're not getting it in the back, so that you don't miss some of it. And this was very late at night, so she was in her PJs. So here I am getting it underneath. She's probably going to kill me for putting this on YouTube and Facebook. So as you can see, that jar was empty, if you could see it, because I'm sped up so fast because I'm trying to make the videos as short as possible. Adding more hot pink. If you can pay close attention, you can see that this side is a little bit pinker, a little bit hotter than the other side, just a tad, but it ended up not being that big of a deal. It ended up just turning out, you know, really great. So just getting that. Adding it into some of the fringe. Why not? That was my why not face. Why not? Let's just do it. Alright. Now time for a processing cap. Time to tuck in some of the fringe again. And let it process, babe. Time to let it process. Let it do its thing. Alright, there it is. Rinsed out and dried. Time to brush it. You can see a little bit of purple. Alright. And I'm showing you the downsides in each side. A little bit of blue on one side that's a little bit more. A little bit of pink on one side that's a little bit more. But it's totally fine. We love it. Alright, here's the next day, completely air dried. Alright, now it's time to flat iron it so that it is styled. Brush it all out, make sure it's not kinked up. I got some hair dye on my brush, but I'm used to it. And I ran to go get my hair insurance, heat insurance. I used the Aussie one. A lot of people don't like it because of the way that it sprays, but I just spray it in my hand, rub my hands together, and rub it through my hair. And I think it works wonders. So, I like it. And it's good for the price, so. Alright, and Cookie Monster shirt. I didn't mean to show you guys my nipple rings, but unfortunately that happened. So, sorry. I'm a piercing freak and a tattoo freak. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to show you guys that it goes up, that straightener is plugged in. It's I got it at Sally's. I got it cheap, but I got it at a discount because I shop at Sally's so much because I do my hair so much. It's a wonderful little straightener. I'm not sure if it's a really great straightener like a brand name, but it goes up to 460 degrees. The LED light blinks red when it is not ready yet, and then it stays red, and I believe it beeps when it's ready. So there we did our fringe with a little curly brush, and now we're doing the top of our hairs. I'm doing our fringes. I like to use a curler brush, not only to keep my fingers from burning off because they do use such a high heat level, but also to give it that style. So, and I just continuously go over it and whatnot. So here I am thinking it's done when it's really not, showing you the sides and the back, and I always miss that little spot in the back. Erg! But love you guys. Mwah!